Hello, high on homegrown listeners. It is I, Lobby the Lobster, here to introduce the show and show everyone that I can do a better job than Macky. So, without further ado, welcome to the show. Hosted by Macky from West Korea, with a glorious beard, if I do say so myself. Co-hosts, obviously featuring Smee, also from West Korea, the king of the edibles. Dr. Margaret, our resident physician. Billy, our resident sock expert, and John, if he's not off dressed up as a cheerleader somewhere dancing around.
Well, that was nice. That was, wasn't it, from Lobby the Lobster there? It sent in one of the recordings. Claims you can do it more professional than I can, but Margaret isn't here this week, Lobby the Lobster, so you completely fucked that up, didn't you? How's that? How's that, Mr. Professional? Huh?
Well, that was probably better, still more professional than you, anyway.
It was nice. I won't deny it. It was nice.
great.
It was well done, and appreciate it as well. That's cool. It's the first time we've ever done something like that. It was inspired by
awesome.
Adam Bomb, but Adam Bomb didn't provide the voice clip. Did you, Adam? Huh?
Adam, goddammit.
Ah, damn.
You're letting
Sorry,
Minnesota
it's
down.
Probably had the
there.
radio
Wait,
on a different
did-
channel
Huh?
in the car park somewhere.
Some Kanye West. I was like, huh?
It
Yeah,
sounded like a little
yeah.
J-Rock to me.
Yeah, that too. That too. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, nice one. Nice one, Lobby Lobster.
Very
That was
good,
cool.
everybody.
And if anybody else wants to send in a voice clip for next week's show, trying to outdo Lobby Lobster with his professional intro there, then let me know and I'll add it to next week's listener intro. So do that. That's super cool. We appreciate that. But yeah, just briefly, because Lobby Lobster kind of mess it up, there's Macky, Smee, Billy, and John. No Margaret this week.
Today.
She's busy having some family time, which is very cool.
That's right.
Yeah, she'll be back next week. So for now, it is us. So it's probably going to be a wild one because Margaret isn't here to keep us all under control. Level of
Probably.
professionalism is going to be a little bit lower than usual, but we'll try, everybody, to keep things together and keep a good show running for you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff if you haven't done that already. But yeah,
Do it, lady.
The intro is pretty much done now because Lobby did it in 30 seconds, which we would usually
Boom.
discuss the weather, say some random things and stuff. So that's.
I mean, we still could.
well, we
He
could,
didn't.
but-
He didn't
Look,
tell us what we
Cornerstone
were smoking
digging
on.
some fence
Oh yeah, we haven't done that
posts.
yet. Yeah,
He's
we're not
putting his
there
wood
yet.
in a hole.
He's digging fence posts after Cody digging fence. Okay. Okay, good luck with
Cornerstone
that.
putting in work.
I thought you dug holes for fence posts. I didn't realize you dug fence posts. Or am I just
yeah.
confused?
No,
He's
he's
digging
not doing
fence
that really.
posts.
He's just walking past the fence, looking at each fence post, like, oh yeah, that's a really nice fence post. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I dig that fence post.
Oh
That's
my
always good.
goodness.
He's loving the wood.
Mhm.
He
It's
always
probably one
loves
that's
the
got
wood.
like an upside down cowboy boot on top of it.
Mhm. That's right. Yeah. So thanks for
Alright.
joining us, everybody. What are we smoking on?
Mhm.
What you got, John? What you got this week? Apart from the
Lemonella
disgusting
99.
cigarettes that you smoke.
Lemonella 99. That's what we got.
Okay, that was very 70s.
You're welcome.
What you got, Billy?
I got my soul glow.
Yeah, okay then, John.
All right,
Go, Billy.
we're gonna get copyright flags for that now.
Isn't it? Yeah,
I'm gonna think it was the
That's so on
Commodores or
point.
something.
yeah.
Oh,
Bee
my.
Gees, wasn't it? One of the Bee Gees.
Yeah,
used
right,
to.
right with the Bee Gees. Barry
Yeah,
Gibb's
what?
gonna be there. You know what I mean?
What? That's from Coming to America. That was Eddie Murphy all
Yeah,
day.
that was fucking great movie. That was.
Sexual chocolate.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy
Yeah,
back in
that
the
was
day.
fun, yeah.
Quality TV. Quality.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Billy?
He'd be banned now, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, he'd be in prison.
Yeah, 100%.
He'd
Well,
come
no,
to the
he's-
UK for a show and get locked up.
Yeah, totally. They wouldn't let him in. They'd ban him before he come in. That-
Well,
like they
no,
do with
he'd be
everyone
able to get away with it all because he's the right colour too. So
Oh, let's not go there, Smee. Jesus.
it's true.
Jesus. Anyway, what are you smoking there, Billy? What you got?
else. I'm smoking something I've smoked lots before, mate. It's called I Lost the Fucking Label.
Oh right, yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
We
So,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, everyone likes that one.
It
changes up a lot, though,
So,
I find.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah, it's very inconsistent with the strain consistency. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
you never know
Mhm.
kind of which taste it's going to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Very funny.
but it's a little bit fruity, so it's all good.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep. But that's the way it is sometimes. Is it the same old shit as well as it being the lost fucking label?
No, it's a
All right.
new lost the fucking label. So,
Okay.
which is
Beautiful.
a shame because like you don't know what it is because it's all right. So you're like, oh, I wonder if I could grow that again. So no,
Sweet.
just hope you've got other seeds. If you know what I mean. And then when
Mm.
you grow it again, like, oh yeah, that's what it was. But
And then you'll
no.
forget again the following week. You know?
Yeah,
You didn't label it
exactly.
again.
Yep, exactly. Didn't label what you labeled.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Smee? You got something good?
I've got apple fritter this week.
Okay.
Apple
Oh, I
fritter.
like that one actually.
I've just
Some
pulled
apple
down.
fritter.
So when, as John says, if you're trimming, you're trying. So
That's right.
I snipped a little bud. I thought I'll give this a little taste, and it's fruity.
Okay.
Yay.
Delicious.
Still needs a little bit longer though. But I've had to do a bit of a trick because it's so hot and it was drying too quick. I've had to bring it down. Unfortunately, it kind of squashes the bud a bit, but I put it in a bucket and then put it under my stairs so that it can keep cool.
Right.
I've just got to keep like super burping it, if you know what I'm saying, all the time.
Right.
And it obviously the buds lay flat, but it saves tapes. You know, if I want to save any of these tapes at all, then I've just had to pull out the bucket of dry.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
I've pulled out of a few buckets before.
It's just a thing that I've done every now and again when I've mistimed the weather or the weather's been really, really good, like it has this time, where there's nothing about mist. There's no way you could not time it wrong.
Right.
So yeah, just take it down, put it in a bucket, and then you can put that bucket somewhere nice and cool and just burp it regularly.
It works. You got whiskey?
No, I've got some
No
left
whiskey.
and
Oh, you got
whiskey in the
left, yeah.
fridge.
Delicious. I drank 4 cans of left during that fucking patron session the other day.
Nice.
I was pretty well tuned myself.
Yeah, it was pretty tipsy. Yeah, Smee was mashed. He recorded the message, sent me on WhatsApp a message after the show. He was,
Yeah, I was bollocksed by the end of
You
it.
weren't even grapefruit in, like.
yeah, because
That's
we
right.
trolled. I say I trolled Smee so fucking hard in that Patreon session. It was hilarious, man. I
It
was
was
crying.
some good old trolling.
Yeah, Smee was there. You know, he's had a couple of whiskeys in him, and he's like, "Oh,
Special guest.
yeah." Well, he said something that was. I won't say it's Smee. I won't say it because you know, we might have people listening that you're upset because you upset everybody. But yeah, it was a funny troll. If you were there, then you know, and it was hilarious.
If you know, you know.
Even the next day, I was still trolling him for it.
Yeah.
Join us for the Patreon session sometime, anybody. And I think sometime we need to change the day or the time or something because we always do it on the last Friday of every month at 9 p.m. UK time. So, you know, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. You know, so if you're around, sometimes people are just not around on a Friday in the afternoon that time. So maybe we need to do it on another day. Yeah, and that's another thing. Everybody's out touching grass and stuff. But yeah, it's
everyone should like write in on what times and days are good for them, and then you can have a look at where the meetup time would be.
That's right. And we've done it on Friday for like 4 years now or something. It's been a crazy amount of time. We've done them Patreon sessions
on a Saturday afternoon, maybe UK time, which would be like night time in other places in the world. So like, it's like I'm open to.
Let us know, everybody. Let us know, and we can edit the times so we can get a few different names in there. That'd be fun. Yeah, but it was a good session. I enjoyed it. What you say, Joe?
Nothing. I said, I was agreeing with you.
Okay.
It was
a good time.
Lots of
Even though I
topics
came in
covered.
late.
Lots of topics covered in this session.
That's right. We always talk about crazy
80s
things.
TV theme tunes was covered in this session.
That was right.
Fucking yes.
That was pretty epic.
Good times.
Was.
Anyway, so with that,
moving on,
we got some fucking crazy news stories to cover this week. I got one in specific that I want to get to because this is crazy. Yeah, we got to do it. Are you ready for news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. This story.
Man.
See, for us guys here in the UK, in West Korea, there's some of us that dream one day of moving to the land of the free and the home of the brave. but it just costs far too much money. And I say to the missus sometimes, I'd be like, man, if we ever won the lottery and had like 3 mil, we'd move to Texas, where you can be free. You know, I'm going to buy a ranch in Texas, loads of land, have a fence all the way around it, saying trespassers will be shot. That's it. That would be perfect. Stay away from my shit. I have a nice armory. No, this is not. But I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here. But this week, my perspective kind of just suddenly changed. I don't think Texas is going to be the right place for me anymore. It's not as free as what it was once made out to be to us guys here in West Korea. But some crazy stuff's going on in Texas. Let's take a look at this headline here. Texas bans hemp-derived THC products, leaving smoke shop owners and customers with questions. Now, you know, it seems just random shit at first, but you wait until you see what their plan is here. And I'm just going to read through it. I'm going to try and not rant. I'm going to try and not go on tangents or just get sidetracked too much. I'm going to try and make my way through the article here. Let's go. Corpus Christi, Texas. A new Texas law that... Sorry. That was correct?
9. Yeah, it was.
Make it 10. How would I got a 10 for that?
Because nobody gets a 10, Macky.
But, okay. That's a valid argument. Texas. A new Texas law that took effect today bans many hemp-derived THC products that Smoke Shop had legally sold for years through a loophole. Dallas Robbins, 8?
Yeah.
Owner of High Tides on the south side of a member of Texas Hemp Business Council, said the change is already creating confusion among retailers and customers. Just today, we've had 4 or 5 calls just asking, you know, what is legal? What can we sell? I mean, and this is all quotation marks. I mean, I'm on a group chat with other retailers. We don't know what to sell. It has made it impossible to operate. And, you know, he says, you know a lot here. I know that feeling. It's a very sad thing to see. And this is awkward reading this out, you know. And then people are losing access to, and small businesses are suffering all over Texas, Robbins said. I mean, you could have tidied that up for him, whoever wrote this.
A little bit.
You know, just tidied it up. Paraphrase that shit.
You shouldn't have been given an 8
The guy took a pause, a dramatic pause. I mean, like...
Yeah. Anyway, tangents. Let's try and focus. I say let's, I mean me.
All right, focus.
Talk to myself. Let's focus. Robbins said the ban also raises concerns about access for customers who relied on these products. Here you go, quotation marks again, brace yourselves. There's a lot of people that are going to suffer from lack of access to these products because they help a lot of people. We have a lot of older people. We have a lot of people that can afford their medication that come in here, that can't afford their medication that come in here, sorry. And they're looking for these products, Robbins said. For businesses that sold Delta 8 and Delta 10, the financial impact could be significant. That's usually about 20 to 30% of your business is coming from those Delta 8, Delta 10s, Robbins said. That's crazy. I didn't realize that.
I got to think it's more than that.
You think so? Wow.
I think so.
Well,
20 to
recreational
30%
cannabis
only?
isn't legal. Yeah, is it?
Right. Right. So like,
is, right?
it's basically it's a CBD shop basically that is allowed because of the loophole to sell, you know, THC drinks that have 5 milligrams in them or whatever.
Yeah.
And as we know, those are flying off the shelves apparently lately.
Yeah, man. The Texas Hemp Business Council is advocating for access to hemp in Texas. Robbins said his store has worked to stay compliant with the new law. Right, now this subheading said, what is now banned, okay? The law bans synthetically derived or non-compliant forms of THC, including Delta 8 THC, Delta 10 THC, Delta 6 THC, THCP, and similar isomers and cannabinoids beyond trace natural levels. THCA flower. You know what I mean? Woo. Thank you, John. I deserve that.
You're welcome.
THCA flower and products containing more than trace amounts of these compounds are also prohibited. Crazy. This ban, the ban covers a wide range of products types: edibles, gummies, drinks, topicals, and smokables. If they exceed the legal limits, retailers were advised to remove non-compliant inventory by the effective date. Products may be detained and referred to law enforcement. So if they've got stock left over after the date's passed, that shit's now illegal. What are they supposed to do with it? Just burn the stock when it was legal once? It's crazy. Vapes containing cannabinoids were already restricted or banned for sale under earlier 2025 legislation, with selling them classified as a Class A misdemeanor. What remains legal? Here we go. This is in Texas. Delta 9 THC products with 0.3% or less Delta 9 THC by dry weight remains legal. Consistent with the federal 2018 Farm Bill and Texas hemp definition under Health and Safety Code Chapter 443. This includes certain edibles, drinks, tinctures, and topicals that meet the limit. Naturally occurring trace amounts of other cannabinoids in compliant hemp-derived products are still permitted. A separate statewide ban on the sale of smokable hemp was scheduled earlier, but has been paused by court ruling. So compliant Delta 9 smokable products may still be available in some places. Separate rules on total THC testing, higher licensing fees of $5,000 for retail and $10,000 for manufacturing annually. Age 21 sales and labeling remain subject to ongoing litigation or separate enforcement. But we haven't even got to the good shit yet, all right? Just wait, everybody. Wait, the good shit's coming. Medical low THC cannabis remains available only through the limited compassionate use program. Recreational marijuana remains illegal. Are you ready for this? The penalties. The penalties. I'm going to scroll. You ready?
Give it to me.
The penalties for possession. Once rescheduled, possession of banned products, those containing more than trace non-Delta 9 THC isomers or extracts, is treated as possession of a controlled substance under rules analogous to Penalty Group 2 of the Texas Health and Safety Code. These are felony level offenses, even for small amounts.
Felonies.
Felony level offenses, even for small. Billy, I need you to be brave. Hold on for a second. Don't freak out. I'm going to read a few sentences, all right? Less than 1 gram. State felony, 180 days to 2 years in state jail facility, plus a fine of up to $10,000 for less than 1 gram of cannabis.
What the fuckity fuck is that?
Next, 1 gram to less than 4 grams. 3rd degree felony, 2 to 10 years in prison, plus a fine of up to $10,000. 1 gram to 4 grams, not even a quarter of a gram of cannabis, up to fucking 10 years in prison for possession. It gets better.
Decent eighth.
Let's go.
Fucking hell.
4 grams to less than 400 grams. 2nd degree felony, 2 to 20 years in prison, plus a fine of up to $10,000. 20 years for 400 grams of cannabis. That's 1 crop. Know what I mean?
Yep.
So you get a decent crop in a 4x4, looking a pound of chiba, pound of the sweet chiba. Know what I'm saying? That can, if you're in possession of that in Texas, that's 20 motherfucking years potentially. I mean, nobody's saying you're going to get that, but even to have that written down on paper for people to see is ridiculous. So listen to this one, the last one they have here, 400 grams or more. So say you did a nice healthy crop in your 4x4, you managed to get 500 fucking grams off this shit. You're like, yeah, man, I got
banged it out
over a pound here. I got half a kilo of cannabis. Let's go. Well, no, that's dangerous in Texas. 1st degree felony, at least 5 years in prison, all the way up to 99 years or life, plus a fine of $50,000.
I can get more than 99 years or life. I think 99 years is someone's life, isn't it?
Madness.
That's just like mental crazy shit for 420 grams.
Have fucked it.
Not
fucking,
even a kilo.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Definitely not going Texas anymore.
Texas, we're not in love anymore. It's over.
By Texas.
And the problem is,
sorry, Smee.
Gun toting.
The problem is that it's private prisons, isn't it? So it's a business to them, and they want it's easy offences. These non-violent offenders, and that's what those prisons are full of. People that have got caught for 1 fucking gram.
Madness.
2 years. Jesus, bro.
Right. I'll just finish this off here. Enforcement in Corpus Christi. The Corpus Christi Police Department said in a written statement that its Narcotics and Vice Division will continue conducting random inspections of businesses to ensure they are following state, federal, and local laws. The department said enforcement may also happen through routine police activity or in response to complaints. Only hemp products that meet Texas's Delta 9 THC limits remain legal. Wow.
Racist.
Wow. Now, I even had another story. Well, I had another story instead of this one. And I was like, no, we have to bring this on. People have to know about this. Yeah. This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. Texas really fucked it, man.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Imagine they get your test wrong.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure nobody's going to do these. Surely not. People ain't going to get locked up.
Of course they are.
It's going to happen.
It's always going to happen to someone, isn't it, man?
Right.
So I've just done a bit of
Googling.
interweb searching.
Interwebbing.
On the web pipeline thing. And basically, there's about anywhere between 7 and 35 privately owned prisons in Texas, which roughly can house 17,000 beds.
Wow.
So
I mean, that's a big stretch of number there. I mean, I would think they'd be able to pull it together closer than 7 and 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Basically, what they're getting at is there's 35 facilities, but owned by 7 different corporations. So they've said, depending on what my question is, it's 7 to 35. So I've taken the fact that there's 35 prisons housing 17,000 beds. You know what I'm saying? That's all private.
How much does each prisoner get money? From the government. How much is the government paying to keep each prisoner involved? Can you do that, Smee? How long is that going to take you to find out? How much does it cost for each prisoner?
I don't know much.
How much does it? Or I don't know. How much does it cost the state?
Probably like $50,000 a person.
Yeah. For each person paying into them private prisons.
How much does it cost the state?
Well, if it's $1,000 a week, that's like $50,000 a year, isn't it? So per person.
Mm-hmm. And it probably is something like that because you're paying for staff, paying obviously energy bills,
exactly, electricity, staff, food, man, everything, the equipment they're using, like.
So the last,
great
on this. So the last actual audit of this was in 2018.
Wow.
They don't like you to know.
Fucking, they don't like auditing, do they? 2018.
But back then, they said that it was $33 per inmate per day.
Okay.
To $63 per inmate per day, depending on which prison there was.
So that is 1,000 and more.
So and then. However, by 2024 to 2025, the average cost of the facilities rose to £77 per day per inmate. So 77 per day per inmate, 17,000 times. It's a fucking lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yep.
Crazy, man. Madness. So don't be going anywhere near cannabis in Texas. This is like Saudi Arabia vibes, man. You know what I mean? Right. Less than 1 gram. Just remind you all, everybody, less than 1 gram could potentially be a state ain't gonna be happy, is
he? So what goes in my mighty will get me 2 years.
Yeah.
Basically,
you know what I'm saying? What goes in my mighty gets me 2 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So there you go, everybody. Be careful out there. Even carrying around an eighth of cannabis, a 3.5, a half quarter, could get you potentially 10 years in prison. Yeah. And a fine of up to $10,000 in Texas. Mental. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow. That's madness. Texas, what have you done? But anyway, let's move on to a different story because apparently, let's go into this. The risk of cannabis laced gummies with fake packaging. This old chestnut.
The old gummy bear story.
You know what I'm saying?
The old,
do it, lady. Do it.
The old propaganda and scaremongering tactics. There's going to be a couple of couple of points in this which might trigger. So
no
warning
doubt,
there,
Smee.
but...
Even in the smoothest of articles, there's something that will trigger you.
Oh, not just me. But
Okay.
anyway,
Oh no.
let's see.
We're all gonna get triggered.
Yeah. So the risk of cannabis gummies with fake sweet packaging. The products are highly particular appealing and dangerous to children and young people, police say. So this article's by Kirsten Robertson, and in Wiltshire, on first glance, the bags look like innocent packets of fruit pastels.
Where are you reading this? Have you changed it up again or something? Because I'm looking, from what I'm seeing in the article here, you're reading completely different words to what I have.
Press the thingy button, the read version instead of the... On first glance, the bags looks innocent. What article are you looking at, mate? Because it says it on the same. Yeah. On first glance, the bags look like innocent packets of fruit pastels. A busy parent may not notice anything amiss.
You read something else before that.
Oh yeah, that was just
I have the title, you see, and then it's the picture on the screen. It says the sweet selection of cannabis receives 18-year-old in Swindon.
Okay, so if you press the thing, the actual heading is a little bit larger in the reading version.
I'll just leave it on the normal version.
It does change it.
What's wrong here? What
yeah. I put it on the reading version because I was told to use the reading version. It's easier to see.
That was ages ago. We've evolved.
Okay, on first glance, the bags look like any innocent packet of fruit pastels. A busy parent may not notice anything amiss. But upon closer inspection, it can be seen that the names of the sweet is spelled wrong. And there is a note on the package claiming that it is made with D9 distillate, a highly potent cannabis extract, and contains 1,000 milligrams.
Jeez, is that what it says on that packet? Yeah, 1,000 milligrams of fruit distills instead of fruit pastels. Very nice. These guys must be like ex-Aldi staff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, right? But there's an American flag on there, and it says vegan as well. So, it's all gross within the thing.
That's a lot, though. 1,000 milligrams.
I tried finding these exact same sweets after reading this article, and I couldn't find them. I found similar ones, and they roughly range between 6 gummies per pack or 10 gummies per pack. But I could not find these ones.
That's still a hefty dose, isn't it? I mean, I'm thinking there must be like 50 in a packet, which are 20 milligrams.
I doubt it. No. There'll be 10 in the packet of obviously 100 milligrams each.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. It's lunacy.
Yeah, 100 milligrams is a heavy dose, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, you say that.
For ordinary people, Smee, not fucking gummy. No man who owns a gummy making machine of his own.
Even like mid-level people. What are we talking about?
You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Jeez. So, except for Smee. This is plenty.
Yeah, except for Smee.
I could probably eat a bag of these and be good and be okay.
You know, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference eating the normal fruit pastels or the fruit distilled. Same effect.
Same effect. Yes, you're not wrong.
It's more like it's too much sugar rather than too much THC.
That's what it'll be. Yeah.
Anyway, you were saying something. Sorry.
So the bags. So first trigger point here. The bags were seized from an 18-year-old by police in Swindon. Bearing in mind, we're talking about kids eating gummies here, right? So the bag was seized from an 18-year-old.
18-year-olds considered an adult in the UK, old enough to drink, old enough to go to war and kill for their country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you can't have that beg edibles. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, you can smoke as well. You can buy cigarettes, but you're not allowed to
really?
Cannabis. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, in Swindon, Wiltshire, last week, as part of a growing movement on cannabis-laced gummies targeted at young people, parents have been urged to warn their children of the dangers of these kinds of sweets and potentially fatal impacts they could have. Yeah, that's what it says. Hey, and they've bolded it out as well in big, bold, underlined letters. Potentially fatal.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Suck all my.
Yeah, suck on all of it.
Yeah, but what where are you reading this article from? That's where you
see
BBC.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So this next
this
section,
is what I'm saying.
Let's talk
It's
about
like
this bit.
propaganda.
Let's go on to this bit. What are the cannabis gummies and why are they dangerous? Why are they dangerous, mate?
Yeah, it says cannabis edibles, which includes gummies, contain tetrahydrocannabinol (THC) and are illegal in the UK. They can also come forms of chocolates, cakes, and cookies. The familiar and colourful packaging of cannabis gummies, which are marketed online, makes them attractive to children. Meanwhile, the innocent appearance of the contraband can throw parents off, teachers off the scent. For parents or teachers off the scent and make drugs easier to hide.
Sorry to jump in there against me, but this ridiculous shit, the familiar colourful packaging of gummies, like the Alco Pops we have here in the UK, it's like that they are advertising children, bright colours, flash fucking images and all this shit. So when they talk about how these sweets are all colourful and advertised to children, alcohol is, but alcohol will actually kill them.
Right.
You have absolutely picked up on the biggest trigger point of this whole article. If this was alcohol,
calm down, Smee.
Calm down. Have this, and you nailed it. We have Alco Pops. Alcohol can kill you far easily than cannabis can. It's far more. I'd be more worried if my kid got a hold of my weed and ate that than I would be it got a hold of my whiskey and drank that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're more worried about the whiskey. Yeah,
absolutely.
Also, they lied as well because it's not illegal gummies and shit because pharmaceutical companies give them to people, no problem.
That's right. They are legal.
Another
just
thing
depends if you pass the envelope.
Well, another thing that they're totally fucking brushing over is the fact that these are marketed online. So unless you've got an online account, right, and on Instagram and on WhatsApp and all that sort of stuff, then you ain't going to be getting access to these illegal gummies anyway. Right? And then that's down to the parent, right? The parent is obviously not letting their 5 to 10-year-old, which is what this is targeted at, 5 to 10-year-olds. They're not letting 5 to 10-year-old kids be on fucking Instagram, right?
Don't eat your kid that eats sweets, which are normally like 5 to 8-year-olds, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. Where most people eat their sweets, and that's all they want to eat. Yeah, like they'd eat sweets all day and for dinner, like at that age.
Right. It's a complete propaganda and fucking witch hunt towards cannabis.
As usual.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely,
you can tell how the angle is because of who's wrote it. If you know what I mean.
I said to Macky earlier on when I was speaking to her, I says it's like Propaganda City in the news this week.
Sorry.
Like 4 or 5.
You mentioned propaganda there, and at the same time, Shy707, shout out to you in the chat, has put in the chat, I reverse imaged the search, the gummy pic, and nothing is coming up besides warning articles, and every picture is the exact same picture.
That's what I was saying. I searched it earlier on as well, mate. I could not find the exact package. The only thing I could find was the BBC. Exactly, mate. I could only find the BBC article about it. So thanks. Who was that in chat?
Shy707.
Shy, mate. You was on exactly the same wavelength as me, mate. Let's check these gummies out. Let's see. Because I wanted to know how many gummies per the 1,000 milligram so that I could tell you lot.
And that is another thing. 1,000 milligrams is fucking too much. They're not going to do 1,000 milligrams, are they? Be 200 milligrams.
That's going to be expensive packet to buy as well, isn't it?
No, I did look online. There was a lot of people that do 1,000 milligrams, but they're classed as really, really heavy. You know what I mean? Right. Joey Diaz.
But the thing is, this is a BBC article. Surely the BBC are not lying to us.
This is it. The trigger point of it all. It's just one big fucking lie.
Yeah.
This whole see a lot of these is one big fucking lie.
Yeah, but you see a lot of these come from the legacy market and stuff. Like people will make stuff and they'll get all kinds of packaging made up from China, and then they'll send this stuff out.
It's not the packaging they buy offline, and you have no idea what's actually going into the packaging, and that's another one of their, propaganda things. But as Billy said, there are places out there that do medical gummies, etc. So there are ones out there that are legit.
Yeah.
And
just more bullshit, man. More bullshit, which is what you expect from BBC and especially cannabis. Ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this article goes on for fucking ages, but we've pretty much covered it. It's all just propaganda, bullshit. You know what I mean? The devil cannabis gonna kill the kids, and the word they use in the title, you know, which has already been pointed out as well from Shy 707 again. You know, cannabis laced gummies just has this certain connotation that comes with it. You know what I mean? Like, just laced with it, laced with cocaine.
I do get that the fact that parents do need to be aware of these sorts of things and keep them away from your kids because you know your kid won't know, right? But in order for a 5 to 10-year-old to be able to get hold of one of these, the level of the amount of hoops that they've got to jump.
It's not
going to
happen, man.
For me to be able to get them offline is going to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the teenagers who are going to be after this stuff, man. The young kids, the only way they're going to get hold of them is if a parent left it out on the fucking table and left it accessible to a young child. And that's stupidness. You need to properly store these things so the kids don't get hold of them. But teenagers are going to be fucking teenagers, man. They'll figure it out. They'll figure out a way.
This is it.
You know, fucking 13, 14, 15. Back when I was that age, if I had access to cannabis on the internet, you'd know I'm fine. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't really have the internet back in my day at that age, but, you know, it was a new thing.
6K modem, mate. That's what we had. So, but there is
modem.
You had pages to your raves.
It took me 10 minutes to download a picture of a pair of titties. Jeez.
Jesus.
Yep.
And then
you
it was
see
just
it come line by line.
Line by line, mate. Yeah.
Anyway, you know, you were finished by the time we got to the nipples. You know what I'm saying?
There is, I know, right? Twice.
Trying to win at strip poker.
Anyway.
There is one little thing I did pick up reading this article because I read it all through earlier on. But I noticed that it's also not just a propaganda, but a smear campaign against flower and organic cannabis. It's a push on synthetic cannabinoids. It says later on, experts, blah, 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 plasters say laced gummies, risks of laced of spice. And it's actually, they're worried about actually being laced with spice, a synthetic cannabinoid, not the actual THC. So this whole thing is about spice-laced legacy market gummies, and they just literally go, parents, careful of THC gummies.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
And eat shit, John. You're right. Eat shit.
So let's go on to the next one. Right. And I think we're just gonna carry on with the negative vibe. That's what we're gonna do, and then we do have a positive vibe at the end. Okay, we're gonna carry on with the negative, and then just finish off on a nice story at the end.
So
there.
up is what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's it's on Billy right now.
Oh, we're on Billy right now.
Yeah, some tragic news.
Isn't that the happy one?
Oh no, that is the happy one. We're on John right now.
I was gonna say, mate, not me,
wait
mate.
a minute, what are we talking about?
What are you talking about, mate? Fucking.
Oh my god!
You've been vaping that cannabis again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well, let's move on.
Get your own show notes right,
mate. Fuck okay. But they're both written in the show notes as cunt and cunt. All right, so mixed up.
You couldn't differentiate. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, number one, number two.
No, don't even label.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You can usually just tell by the attitude. Jesus. So
you just saying, John? Cunt and see who looks up.
That's right.
So we're gonna talk about some more stuff.
Always me.
That is bad in the U.S. of A. So marijuana has horrific health risks. That is in quotes, single quotes, everybody, and no medical value.
Stop. Sorry.
What?
Stop. John wasn't here that week. We spoke about if we say marijuana in a topic, we cannot say marijuana again after that. You've got to say different. Every time it says marijuana from here on out, you've got to replace it with a different one.
Yeah, so you can't say marijuana.
What do you mean?
You cannot say marijuana again. Devil's lettuce, weed. You know,
so
you can't repeat.
So if it's in, like, let's say it's in a paragraph and it's in there like 3 times, you got to say something different.
3 different ones.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
that's right.
Every time it says marijuana from now on, you've got to change it.
But what about okay?
Sorry,
we're gonna try
Macky,
this because I try to always change it to cannabis, but because the heading says this,
you can use cannabis one time.
One time only.
One time only.
Yeah, has to be different every time now.
Every time.
And you can't reuse. So if it says it in Billy's, he's going to be fucked.
This
No, but I wasn't the one that said it. So
okay.
No, but it still applies.
I feel like I should have been warned about this ahead of time because now I haven't been able to catch anybody in the last article. So how do I even know that you guys even did this? You know what I mean?
Go back and listen to a couple of shows
ago.
Go
back and listen.
Did you not listen to the show, John? But
he's saying he don't trust us.
I've been too busy.
That's what he's saying. Like we pull jokes on him or something.
All right.
Oh my God. I trust you guys to fill me in with important information. And apparently I'm not getting that phone call.
Did.
You know what I mean?
Just
now.
Just got that phone call.
Need to know, mate. Need to know. And you needed to know now.
Need to know
until now. In fact, this is the first time since we said it that someone's actually fucking said marijuana. I've been waiting fucking weeks for this shit.
It's on you, John. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so where I had ended, yes, horrific health risks and no medical value. Former Trump Attorney General claims. Notice how that's former. Oh, look at this beautiful plant right here in this picture. Everybody loves it. So a former U.S. Attorney General who served during President Donald Trump's first term says cannabis possesses horrific health risks, has no medical value, and should not be rescheduled under federal law. Can you show the beautiful picture up there? Because my face was up there earlier.
Okay, there you go, John. I just showed again. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
The Trump face or the plant
rescheduling.
face? Which one was beautiful?
The plant.
Okay.
Okay. We're keeping it PC here.
Just
so
rescheduling. In, you know? Sorry, Joe. Sorry.
Okay, rescheduling green CDs would create the false impression that it is safe, would reduce penalties for peddling the drug illegally, and would give those who purvey it legally a huge tax windfall. William Barr wrote in an op-ed for the Washington Post on Wednesday that was co-authored by Kevin Sabet, CEO of the prohibitionist organization Smart Approaches to the Devil's Lettuce. That would be a disaster. Both these guys can suck it and get out. Let's just forget about them.
Did you say that?
Obviously, one is already out.
No,
I said that. Yeah, that was ad-lib a little bit. So the op-ed comes as the Trump administration is moving ahead with cannabis rescheduling. Under an order issued by U.S. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche in April, let's see, what should we use now? I don't know what I want to use here. See, I should have read this through. I mean, can we ad-lib it with anything?
Yeah, it's any other word.
I mean, can we use strains? Can we use
we haven't thought about the rules.
No, it's got to be
like use any slang name.
Any slang name for cannabis.
Like
strange,
you've said devil's lettuce, you've said cannabis.
I did say devil. Yep. And I've also said green CDs.
What about grass?
Reefer would be a good one. Grass. What about grass? I mean, like,
there you go. Proper American term.
So we use a couple there. What's me? What?
Ganja, George Baker in the chat said.
Don't give him too many. Come on, he's got to make.
No, I was just
I'm gonna lose it. There's gonna be a million of them in here. It's
more
gonna
difficult
suck.
in this game, actually. It's right.
I don't like giving them names. I just want to use the words. You know what I mean?
Let's go, man. Let's go. Read the article. Half hour late.
So we're gonna use ganja products related by a state medical cannabis license immediately moved from Schedule 1 of the Controlled Substance Act, the CSA, to Schedule 3. As did any reefer products that are approved by the Food and Drug Administration. An administrative hearing is considering broader. Oh God, man, what are we doing?
Ganja, style.
I already used that one. I used that one. I used reefer.
Oh, wow.
Like
Doobie.
Wow.
Doobie. Yeah, there we go. Doobie. Oh, my cousin's dog was named that actually. Where was I at here?
John Slack.
Broader.
Come on.
I know, right?
Yeah, rescheduling.
At least 10 more.
Drug Enforcement Administration will start throwing them out because I don't use that many. Charged with defending the cannabis reform, highlighting testimony on. Fill it in, Smee. Go ahead.
Foreign.
Yeah. Medical benefits.
We used to call it foreign back in the day.
Okay. Okay.
Well, because it didn't come from here.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I mean, does any of it ever? No.
You haven't great yourself with us.
Right myself.
Okay. Moving on. Foreign medical benefits and it's nobody's gonna know that. Its relative safety compared to other substances, such as alcohol and opioids, That included appearances from a Food and Drug Administration scientist and a medical doctor from New Hampshire who detailed how medical trees provides relief to pain patients and can serve as an alternative to opioids. Man, this is a lot. This is why you gave me this one. You're a prick.
Did I do that?
But Sabat, yeah.
He
Sabat
says it
Barr,
like he don't know. Did I do
who was
that?
Attorney General under, I know, right? Under Trump from 2019 to 2020, argued that evidence presented at the hearing utterly failed to support rescheduling. Let's see. The
Wacky
Jesus
backy.
stick. And instead confirmed what decades of data have shown raw.
So many times in this article. This is tragic.
I know, this is harsh, bro. This is
Wacky tobacco.
definitely a 2. Yeah, Mary Jane, that's a good one. Thanks, Savant.
Mary Jane, there you go.
Has no significant. It's harder to do on, like, as you're reading. Like, I don't know why, but it's just harder to do. Scientifically established medical value and carries a high risk of abuse. After parties in the hearing filed their closing briefs, the DEA administrative law judge overseeing the proceedings will issue a recommendation on rescheduling, and the agency's administrator will then make a final determination. First of all that shit, why do we have to have so many things to just get one goddamn answer and to just do it? This is why things take forever. This is why things cost so much money. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So DA Administrator Terrence Cole invited only organizations and people who oppose next the ZA. That is a good one. Thanks, Free Nugs. Reform to join the hearing as designated participants, telling supporters that they do not meet the definition of an interested person, in quotes, to participate because they are not, in quotes again, adversely affected or aggrieved by any rule or proposed rule issuable. Boom. That's it. Oh, no, we got to scroll down more, apparently. Oh, no. So the new op-ed from the former attorney general says the stakes couldn't be higher, arguing that today's, oh, man.
Skunk.
Yep, skunk is a good one. See, that's what I was going to ask about strains and stuff.
Purple you'd call that when you know, slang, mate. It's all about slang.
Today's skunk is more dangerous than ever before and is addictive, rattling off a list of alleged harms to mental and physical health. I love that they put alleged right there. Mm-hmm. These health consequences are the predictable result of a highly potent, addictive drug being normalized, commercialized, and marketed as medicine, Barr and Sabat claim.
Wow.
Opioids. It would be one thing if the haze had medical value, but there is no credible evidence that, son of a bitch, man. Oh my God. This is a tough one.
You just throw it out there. I don't even care. And just move on and just keep saying
yeah, like there we go. It's too much. I would be saying cannabis. Cannabis is effective treatment for any medical condition, notwithstanding the millions of dollars spent trying to prove otherwise. The Department of Health and Human Services in 2023 published a 252 analysis of what? 252 what? Analysis concluding that marijuana does have acceptable medical value and should be rescheduled. What does that mean? A 252 analysis?
Yeah, 252 page analysis, 252 person analysis.
Like
it might just be the bullshit that they use code for that form.
Code.
Yeah.
252 form, 252 analysis.
Yeah. Okay.
Backdoor analysis, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's right. The new opposition piece also says that rescheduling would unlock enormous revenue for the corporate cannabis industry by putting the drug into a category not covered by a long-standing restriction on federal tax deductions, referring to a law known as 280E that blocks sellers of Schedule 1 and 2 substances from writing business expenses off their taxes. That would in turn allow the industry to spend even more on advertising and marketing to young people, Barr and Sabat wrote, arguing that those who would lose this dragging on society are laying the groundwork for another big tobacco. Most states, that is in the law that you can't advertise and market like that, regardless. Like, that's a thing. I don't know why that keeps getting brought up. I don't see any ads for that kind of stuff at all, you know. Sabbath's organization, SAM, is one of several parties challenging the cannabis rescheduling process with several lawsuits that have been consolidated by a federal appeals court. Those separate pieces of litigation against cannabis reform have been filed by state attorneys general, cannabis legalization opponent, and a cannabis-focused biopharmaceutical corporation. Communists. The suit from Sam was signed by attorneys at Torridon Law PLLC, where Barr is a partner. The group had announced in January that it was hiring Barr's firm to legally combat cannabis rescheduling after Trump signed an executive order directing officials to complete the process expeditiously. During his time in office under the first Trump administration, Barr was accused by a Justice Department official of directing improper antitrust investigations into multiple cannabis company mergers, accounting for nearly 1/3 of the division's cases in 2019. And that's a lot, right?
Yeah, what the fuck is this guy's problem, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a dick. Several Democratic members of Congress filed a resolution the following, calling for an inquiry into Barr's possible impeachment, saying he abused the power of his office to improperly investigate cannabis businesses while allegedly engaging in other unlawful conduct.
Wow.
Boom. I mean, to be fair, that last statement, I mean, that's kind of what they're supposed to do based on the actual federal law. So you seeing what I'm saying? Like the federal law, or the federal government could do this at any time if they wanted to, regardless of what the state said, because it's federally illegal. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's not like it was out of the scope, but maybe he was a little more harsh on the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's still a dick,
federal and
apparently.
state law and shit. He's just state law don't mean shit. The federal law don't mean shit when it comes to the states. When it comes to cannabis, no. So though it's federally illegal, that doesn't matter if you're in California. They say it's okay. You know what I mean?
And California says it's okay, but the feds can still come in, raid everything, take everything, and leave. You know, regardless.
Yeah, crazy.
It's just they've chosen not to.
For now.
Yeah, they can just store it for evidence. Oh, we're processing the crime and take 3 years to even charge you. Sort of shit. Yeah. So
I wonder what the tax is that the federal government gets off of all the legal states every year.
I'm sure it's plenty
from income tax. You know what I mean? It's
got to be shit. They
wouldn't.
What if you're a Fed?
They'd only get the initial sales tax though, and
Mm-hmm.
because most of the time it's state tax, which is what kills the industry for cannabis, isn't it?
What if you're a Fed?
They still have to pay.
What if you're a Fed?
Yeah, but I think it's still only a low percent. Then yeah.
Can you just go and take weed off people and be like, that's federally
probably
illegal, I'm confiscating this, but you're allowed to smoke it and consume it. So do you ever have to pay for weed if you're a Fed in California?
No, probably not. but that's an alleged thing, isn't it, Macky? Obviously.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Super Troopers or something.
That sort of thing they do.
I mean, freeze! I'm taking this in as evidence.
Freeze, motherfucker!
Taking it into my
taking it into my lungs.
One more news article. And this is a good one. Let's change the tone a little bit and go for some good news here. What we got, Billy?
Right, yeah. This is from basically the Standard Seed Corporation. They're a cutting-edge AI botanical research company, and they believe they've identified a compound native to cannabis which could inhibit the growth of cancer cells by over 90% in some of the most aggressive forms of cancer. So, wow. Like they've literally come out and said this. Like, obviously we know, but the testing's like amazing. It's like, so test results from the National Cancer Institute. It's an NCI 61 dose screen, so which is a standard bank of 60 human cancer cell lines, which they've used for decades to screen candidate cancer treatments. Basically, they're all the different types of cancer cells they're found in human bodies, and they just stored them in the freezer to then test. So they can work. So they multiply them in a petri dish and then shove something on it to see what happens. And basically, they found that canaflavin
or something. That's weird.
Yeah, basically, yeah, cancer cuttings which they regrow. Canaflavin in rich extracts stopped more than 95% of cell growth in an aggressive brain cancer.
Wow.
And up to 99% in several leukemias, with slightly weaker results as well, but real effects. So they're probably talking like 60, 70, 80% with like across the lung, breast, ovarian, kidney, colon, and prostate cancers.
That's crazy.
So which are still the main ones that affect the majority of people, if you get what I mean. So the big cancers which affect the majority of people, it seems to be working like a very high rate, which obviously I can contest to myself. The potential implications, however, extend well beyond a single cancer compound. Modern drug discovery is built around single purified molecules, which is why they try to extract their CBD as they are at the minute, whilst the medicine in a plant comes from many compounds working together. It's a mismatch that's long hampered the research in botanical therapies, largely, again, because of pharmaceuticals' way of, I want to isolate that compound and then sell that, if you know what I mean, because it's worth more as well. So the canaflavin results is the SSC's first hard laboratory evidence that it can bridge that divide, basically carrying a plant compound to computational prediction into real world biology. So in July 2025, the Business of Cannabis reported on the SSC's mission, basically to bring technology already used in the pharmaceutical industry and then apply it to the cannabis plant as well as the industry as a whole, sort of thing. Their goals help users understand the full chemical profile of cannabis, not just the most common cannabinoids and terpenes, but also the other hundreds of other compounds that may contribute to its effects and safety. So looking for the entourage effect as well, basically, by building up a comprehensive digital molecular map detailing the mathematical and chemical features of individual compounds like THC. Its platform can virtually model its interactions with other compounds and accurately predict its effect on the human body. So they've studied all those many singular compounds as possible and then put it into an AI program and then ask it to predict how it works on the human body, basically. Right. And they're finding massive good results with this technology, which they've used before in other areas. So it's not like it's a new thing, it's just new to be done with cannabis,
and it's a good way to do it as well, like, to be able to put it into an AI model like that, and so
that's why AI can
results. And
AI is going to help that side of things,
you don't have to do it, because that's the problem with this.
You don't have to test the human being. You can test AI like a billion times before you even tested the first human, and then you have far less side effects on that first human.
You know, you're going to get cancer meds, but you're not going to get cancer meds, so we can see if it works. It's just not right.
None of that.
And this is the problem with
it isn't stupid
kind of testing. So it's good that we have AI for this now. That's cool.
So basically, because they're looking at the cannabis acts through dozens of compounds working together, it's much the most undiscussed, basically, and understood of the entourage effect. And it's only the system able to model these combinations, basically, that can properly assess a plant as medicine. So they're saying it's difficult to do it, and obviously this using the AI Botanical AI Factory, the BIIF, they've identified the flavonoid canaflavin A. Flavonoids are a class of plant chemicals separate, basically, from the cannabinoids like THC.
Why isn't it telling us which one it is? Which flavonoid is it, you piece of shit?
I think that's what they're not sure. It might be all the flavonoids, or they're not sure if it's specific one or if it's just all the flavonoids, and it doesn't matter because a flavonoid's a flavonoid. What flavor it is irrelevant. It's because it's the fact that it's a flavonoid is what is the it was first isolated from the Thai cannabis by Crombie and Crombie in 1980 and largely overlooked for 4 decades, basically.
It's a crime against
largely
humanity.
Yeah, that's like 4 decades of research they've missed. Fucking mental. Like, its platform first predicted the computationary Oh, fucking hell. That can of flavin A would, yeah, well, I'll give myself a 2 there as well. A would bind and block the RSK2, an enzyme that sits inside the growth signaling machinery pathway that many tumors depend on it to divide, so basically survive and spread. So only then did the company test the compound against living cells, and the biology makes the prediction. So they tested what the computer said, and it both said yes. So the NCI 60 screen run a concentration of 10 micromolar. The sharpest response is clustered in blood and brain cancers. So the canaflavin A inhibited cell growth by 98.89% in the SR leukemia line, 97.13% in HL60, and 90% in the RPMI, and 95 in the aggressive glioblastoma. So in brain cancers, 95% effective, man.
Is any medicine that effective?
No.
You know, like ordinary, the big pharma shit.
No, I don't think so. No, not with almost zero side effects, mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now
so
we're suddenly getting
imagine in the last 40 imagine in the last 40 years we've known someone to die with an aggressive brain tumor. Or they've had their parts of their brain cut out because of an aggressive brain tumor.
Yep.
Especially in the last 10 years, because we've had 30 years of research, they definitely would have been given a cannabis compound and it would have fucking stopped instantly. So
said it before many times on the show. You know, my father-in-law died of glioblastoma, aggressive brain cancer, and cannabis could have done something for him, but these motherfuckers made it impossible for him to get it legally. Right. You know, when realistically, if they didn't ban
insurance
it,
companies are the biggest cunts in the world.
Fucking, and we've all lost somebody to cancer. So imagine if we find out in 10, 20 years when all the research has been done, but all this time there was a completely natural substance that could have been used to stop this shit, and they didn't give it to us. Man,
someone deserves torturing.
Yeah.
Because we've been tortured.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Sorry, Billy, you want to carry on?
No, mate, I plead the fifth. Trust the science. Plead the fifth. Trust the science. Yeah. That's all I've got to fucking say. Let's move on.
I don't think I will, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Madness. Sorry, Billy. Yeah, you were saying.
Right. So solid tumours. So ones that have already had good growth and modestly but consistently, up to 72% in lung ones, 65% in breast, around 62% in ovarian and kidney, and 55% in prostate cancers.
And it's still probably more than the bullshit pharmaceuticals.
So we're talking like stage 3 and 4 cancer here, like when it's formed, when solid tumours responded, fucking
unbelievable. Cancer makes them too much money, so that is why this stuff has been illegal for as long as
make myself at fucking home.
Fucking cunts, man.
A 200 nanosecond a 200. Okay, so basically it works. The supported canaflavin A is holding its place in the binding pocket as well, so albeit with moderate flexibility rather than being locked fit. So basically that means that it's binding with your receptors, works properly for you. I mean, unlike some other things which don't bind so well and only have a short half-life or don't work so much, this basically jumps in your system and works to its fullest, basically. So again, they're saying it beats glioblastoma, brain cancers a lot. Most patients die within 12 to 15 months of diagnosis. Fewer than 1 in 10 survive 5 years, and the standard of care has scarcely changed in more than 2 decades. There you go. So at least 2 decades we could have done. Saved most of them, basically. That's what they're saying here, and this goes on and on and on. So the result arrives just after Standard Seed for the first time have both the money and the legal headroom to act on it now, though, which is so the majority of the US cannabis industry is focused on the sidewall tax breaks, but their rescheduling is now going to help them. They want to build their own route, and the company is now assembling a decentralized pipeline producing plant extracts in-house through DEA licensed facility. So they're trying to get it as quickly on the market as fucking possible, basically, with the DEA. So because of the current laws, they're trying to do it through the legal medical route with and if they've got the DAA license facility as well, and its own cancer cell lines, so it can literally grow its own plants, make the oil, give it to people. So that's going to be happening soon. So yeah, that's why this is promising, because like people in America could have access to this life-saving shit within the year, October this year.
Yeah, there's been some good breakthroughs in science all around, really, with things like that. There's some chick, right? A bit of a tangent. She invented, just 23-year-old university student, and she invented some kind of gel that can inject into your heart after a heart attack, which improves the its ability to fix itself. Once you have a heart attack, your heart's permanently damaged, but she's invented this stuff that can help it heal itself, which is very cool. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose it's basically like some sort of like livery tissued muscle, isn't it, in a way, or whatever. So it's just, I suppose, finding the right thing, because we do regenerate, don't we? And it's just finding the right thing to regenerate the right thing. Yeah. So that's plants and gels as well as the future. But again, like we've lost a lot of people to these.
That's right, man. And if we find out that all along it was available and they just wouldn't allow us to have it, that's gonna be like revolution kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but great news story. It's really good. We're gonna look forward to
you
see
say
how
great
this
news
progresses.
story, but at the same time, it's got a bittersweet taste to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Fuckers.
True.
Right.
That's
Fuckers.
right, man. All the people we've lost that could have been saved by a simple plant we could have grown ourselves. How fucked is that?
Yeah, we've all seen it anecdotally in our own families. You know what I mean? And our own people that we know. Billy, for instance, you know, he battles cancer with cannabis. My grandma, you know, the only time she had any respite for the whole last part of her life was when I fed her my, you know, coconut oil.
Jesus,
we see it all.
Jesus.
We see it all. Oh, I made some specifically for her, mate. Want my coconut oil, if you know what I'm saying. I didn't try and kill my granny. I loved her. Because apparently you
Granny, you gotta try this before I eat it.
but yeah, she the only respite she got. So we've all seen it anecdotally. It's now finally we're getting proof of that anecdotal evidence.
And this is another thing, isn't it? Like you say, their quality of life has been improved. It might not save their lives in some cases, but it can definitely improve the quality of it.
It did, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It made it just that little bit less of a fucker.
So there, lots of stories there. Well, only 4, but we went into some great detail. Be careful in Texas, everybody.
Was good.
Be careful in Texas. Gosh.
Don't nobody go to Texas anymore.
If you're buying sweets in the UK, check the label just to make sure they are not cannabis laced, because they look exactly like the original, apparently. You know, some guys from Aldi move over there to make new brands. Like, what can we call this? We've got this one. And then the horrific health risks of cannabis that we didn't know about until now, till this guy from the former Trump administration.
Former Trump, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, so thanks to that guy for informing us. Dickhead.
I'm gonna kick him.
And then maybe cannabis is the cure for cancer after all this time. Maybe I said YouTube.
I don't know. We've only been talking about that for years and years and years and years, but you know.
Interesting. I don't think there's any forum news. We need to announce Member of the Month at some point, but we don't know who to pick because, you know, there's so many people to pick from. It's difficult to choose, but we are on that. We're trying to decide who Member of the Month is this month. But that's all the forum news. Anything else to add? Don't forget, Margaret isn't here, but she needs more questions for her the live Q&A she's doing soon. So over on the Discord, just drop some questions for Margaret regarding edibles if you can. That would be appreciated. But other than that, that's everything. Nothing else to add.
Good.
Smoke break.
Good.
You ready?
Smoke break. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna move my mouse all the way over there. There we go.
Whiskey time,
right?
There we go. Smoke break, everybody. Relax for a bit. Relax. Right. Smoke break. We've got something to talk about here. Got something to talk about.
What?
Here, right. So Smee and I and the missus, we've been watching this TV show called From, right? No spoilers.
Okay.
But we're on the end of season 3. Just got to the end of season 3, right? And this is before the show was set up. I said to the missus, got time to quickly watch an episode if you like, and then I've got to do some shit. So we look and it's like, wow, this episode's an hour and 10 minutes long. It's usually only 40 minutes. What's going on here? It must be because it's the end of the season. So we sit there and watch this episode, episode 10 of season 3. And it gets to the end and it's like, oh, that felt like a quick hour and 10 minutes. And I have a look and there's still like 13 minutes left on the clock, even though the credits are running. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Forward a little bit. And there's another little bit on the end. I'm like, oh, this must be related to the show that I've watched for 3 seasons. Might have some important information in it. Let me watch this. And then watching this thing that follows the TV show, and there's a guy in a hut, a wood cabin, out in the middle of the woods, and he's looking for gold or something, or pyrite at least, and he gets bitten on the hand by a fucking venomous snake, and he goes back to his cabin. He got a bite mark in there, sucks out the poison, and then he just collapses on his bed, and he's just like unconscious for an unspecified amount of time. And then eventually he gets better, he survives, he gets in his car's filthy, so he's like, wow, this got dirty quick. He got in the car and drove off. He's been unconscious for a ridiculous amount of time. Looks like the whole world's broken down around him. There's dead people on the ground, everywhere's closed, traffic, end of the world scenario. And then I realised this has got absolutely nothing to do with the TV show that I've just been watching all this fucking time, and have pretty much just robbed me and made me watch a 15-minute advertisement for an up-and-coming fucking season that's coming out soon. That's fuckery.
No, mate, that's good fucking, that's good marketing, mate. I call that.
I am watching that.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's my kind of TV show. End of the world scenario like that. That's my shit. I love those. I ain't watching that. I ain't watching that. Just like I wouldn't listen to that U2 album that got spammed on everybody's fucking Apple phones back in the day.
No one listens to U2 anyway.
I didn't ask for it. You lied to me, made me think it was part of an episode I was watching.
Yep.
It's fucking disgusting. This is not the way marketing should be done.
13 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
I wouldn't have watched that.
Oh, snowflake. I'm going to cry in the corner for you both.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It just
sounds like you're crying in the corner now, mate.
It's the same people that made Lost, you see. So what do you expect? You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. Fuck. Freenux got his boots out there and started kicking people around. What happened there, Freenux? Censored a guy. See him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going on a bit, I think.
Oh, was he? I don't see any other messages from him. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, loads. Wow. Freenux, what took you so fucking long? Jesus.
He's been slack. He's probably writing out a fucking question or something, weren't he? Busy.
Well,
busy
I didn't
days.
even see this guy. I've had to switch to live chat to see those messages. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're very professional.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You should have got him a long time ago there, Freenux. You let us down, bro. You let us down. That's not good enough.
Fucking give him a hammer.
No, I mean, yeah, we fucking give it to stay in school. He would have banned himself quicker than you fucking banned him.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus, Freenux. Yeah. Shit. We're only joking, bro. Only joking. Nice one. But yeah, don't be shy. Smash those fuckers.
Oh, holy Moses.
What was he saying? I can view delete message, right? Gel and hot. Wow. Okay. What's this one?
Semi on topic, but it was just all like spammed.
Yeah. Good move, Freenux. We agree. Yeah, man. What else is going on? Other than, sorry about that slight rant there regarding that fucking TV show. Jesus.
Lots of people going on holiday to Spain this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an influx in the last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
no Jet 2 holiday, though. No Jet 2 stuff.
None of them saved £400 on a family of 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Pound, sorry. No, it's not good.
On a side note, while I was away,
you bought
doing
a new
the
wig?
apparel thing, I happen to have a Percy's design on one of the shirts. And some guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, can I buy that?" I'm like, "Why, yes, you can. You can promote Percy's throughout Minnesota."
Beautiful. And who was it? Was it Savants?
No, some other guy, just some random guy, man.
That's sweet. What did you just like
I was
the logo?
yes. Yeah, it was. Well, it's I don't know. It's the one where the avatar I made of you, and it's like grow your own and stuff, and has a big plant on it. Yeah. And then I said, there's also a podcast called High on Homegrown you can listen to. Nice. So we might have got a new listener out of that.
Oh, Freenugs has just banned him.
Guy. Banned him?
Freenugs has just banned him.
He's like, wow, going all in. Go on, Freenugs. Swing that hammer. Go, son.
No, I'm saying, stay in school. That's probably.
You're saying that was the new guy, maybe? No.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah, Freenugs the guy's just trying to get involved in the conversation. And wasn't that him? Yeah, it was Freenugs. You just banned him.
Wait.
What are you doing, Freenugs? Calm down with that hammer, man. You swing it too quick. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Jesus. Imagine if it was him as well. That would be hilarious.
Right. You're like, fuck that guy who gave me the shirt.
Yeah, funny. I like it. Well, yeah, man. Anything else? Margaret, you just that fucking TV show pissed me off. God damn. Putting that ad in there like that, tricking me, making me think there was something else to watch when it wasn't. It was just an advertisement. Gosh.
Stupid.
But yeah, that TV show I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Don't get involved. It's
first episode is absolutely banging. Yeah. It hooks you. It makes you think this is going to be phenomenal, and then you're treading water for the next. As I was saying to Macky, you could literally take all the good bits for the whole season, smash it all together, and put it into one episode. So 1 episode per season, as far as I'm concerned.
And it could have been on like for two hour episodes.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Rogan goes on about it. He's been on about it loads of times. I say, have you seen that season from? And I've heard him say it so many times, for years.
And it might have been really paid it though for it. Yeah,
that's it. It might just be an advertisement. Damn. Yeah, not great. Not great. What can you do? I think the missus is enjoying it more than I am because it's like, it's scary.
The stuff. Yeah.
But scary shit on TV doesn't bother me. It's just.
And it's scary. Go fucking live in parts of London.
Yeah.
If you want fucking scary. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But she gets scared and stuff when things are going on. She's like, "Oh no, it's so scary." Oh, yeah, it's really just TV. I don't know. It's different, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, man. Well, with that, I think that's all we have to say about that. Should we get onto these listener mail questions because we have some interesting.
Yeah, probably because your Freenugs wrote one. We'd be here for like 3 hours, wouldn't we?
Well, Margaret wrote one, which is it's
did she?
Puts Freenugs.
I didn't even really look. I sort of scanned down and see.
What should have happened?
Oh, going on to listener mail. So as I was explaining then at the end of the smoke break, we do have a question from Margaret here, which is exceptionally long, everybody. But we're not going to get to that one just yet. We're going to go to Lobby Lobster first. He has a interesting question with an interesting intro as well. Let's talk about the intro of it first. He says, "Hello, it is I, Lobby the Lobster. Question for the distinguished panel and Smee."
Whoa.
Wow. Shots fired.
Pew, 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 pew.
And when he called me the king of the edibles, I thought it was my friend.
Yeah.
No, he's just bent me over, took it over.
You know what I mean?
See, I like Lobby a bit more now for some reason.
Distinguished panel and Smee. What a sly dig that was, Lobby.
Do you know what, mate? I can't be mad at that. He's pretty much right. Yeah. Let's have it.
Yeah,
I'm the world's biggest cunt. We all know this.
Accurate.
So, accurate. Well done, Lob. Well done, Lob.
Yes. And he continues. When training your plants, if you snap a branch, what tape do you use? I find using sports tape seems to work better as it's breathable. Not sure if it's bro science, as I have used gaffer tape before, but it's a pain to remove. Also, another one has anyone here seen Supercropped and Auto? I don't want to give it a go.
I want to give it a go.
Right. Yeah, you've written this incorrectly.
Well done
that's why
for
I can't read
correcting
it
him.
properly.
Yep.
I want to give it a go, but worried due to the limited time frame, it might cause more issues than benefits. Yeah, don't super crop autos, mate. It's not a good idea. If you want to do that, do it on photo periods whilst they're in veg, so they have time to recover from it. But don't do it on auto. But back to what kind of tape to use. And you mentioned something there. You used gaffer tape, and you like to use the sports tape because it's breathable. Now, I've broken many a stem. It happens, and I tape them back up with loads of different things. And I used black duct tape before, the black stuff, the thick black stuff.
Yep.
And it did the job. It supported the plants and shit. But after a couple of weeks of the tape being on there, roots started to grow underneath it because it wasn't getting light. It thought, I must be under the ground, and starts growing roots out of it. So yeah, that's something that I'm taking into consideration when I'm fixing broken stems now, to not use something that's very dark like that, because if it's on for too long, you'll get.
So white sports tape would be good because the light will get through.
Micropose, light gets through, air gets through. Micropose tape is a good one. You just have to use a few layers of it, because you also need something that's strong enough to actually support the stem that's broken. So you can't just use weak tape. You have to use good stuff. You saying, John?
Yeah, I mean, like, it depends on the break, I guess, but like I've even used like that plumber's tape, which is that shit is very, soft and can break very easily. But if it's depending on how big the branch is, what kind of break it is,
depends on what stage,
Yeah.
At the times when I'm going to break one, if I'm going to break it, I've actually stopped using tape now because they're at such a stage. It's late in veg when I start fanning about with anything that I can break. And what I start doing is just getting some of those, those green garden little stick things you can get that you use when you're supporting a seedling. I've been getting those and I've been tie wrapping it so next to it like a splint. And
keep going quiet there, Smee, with your audio. You like turning your head or something?
No, mate. Sorry, man.
Is everybody else getting that? It's fluctuating, right, in the volume?
He's leaning back and forth. He's in a rocking chair.
Maybe I am. So I use a splint. Yeah, that is I use a splint with some tie wraps, and then I get a yo-yo, and I attach the yo-yo so it holds the branch up. Yeah. And then I don't have to use. And I found that it actually, heals really well because the air
heals itself.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to worry about taking the tape off because I've had the same as you. So I taped one up and I destroyed the whole branch trying to just get the tape off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this. I've just spent 2 weeks trying to fix this thing. I fixed it. It's looking great. And then I destroy it trying to take it off because it's welded on because it's so hot and humid in there.
Right.
So I've stopped using tape and started doing that technique. It's a bit more of a fanny about, but for me, it's worth it.
Yeah, supporting it if you can, like just support it with no tape. Get something underneath it to support it. That's a good way, man. Because then you don't have to mess around with the tape. But if you do have to use tape, use like masking tape, micropose tape, some kind of white tape. Don't use sellotape, which is I don't know what you guys call it in the States. What's sellotape called in the States? Like the see-through stuff.
It's normal everyday packing tape, is it called?
Yeah, like what do you mean?
We call it
just a regular packaging tape.
Sellotape. What you'd wrap your Christmas presents with?
Yeah, well, that would. That's just tape.
Tape. Okay.
Just tape.
Have you got no brand
just
for it?
Little tape.
We have brand.
Well, I mean, like
you could use like soft ties as well, like you just a big strip of that, so you sort of like support it with that, so it's supported into position, but then all the way up the branch, just.
Yeah, so I've done that before, Billy. Started at the bottom and wrapped it round, so it's like a spring all the way up.
Yes, and then supported it all the way up.
Supported it with a stick underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
I've done that before.
Yeah, that's not a bad way for 2 weeks, and it healed itself, and then you can then you just have to support the top of it like a normal.
That's probably a better way of doing it, to be fair, because if you use a soft tie, it'd protect it to a degree, but still let a lot of air in.
Yeah, it just heals itself. That's what I've started to use that instead of tape. If you know what I mean, I've used lots of soft tie and found it just works better.
Yeah, and it needs to get air and light into there as well. So using something like that is the best way. Yeah, I hope that helps. Lots of different ways to do it. Just don't use anything too dark. Don't use anything that's going to lock in moisture. you know, and you should be fine. And when it comes to super cropping autos, yeah, don't do it, man. It's not enough time. But yeah, I
No,
hope
do
that
it, mate.
helps
Do it.
Robbie.
Super crop your auto. Do it.
Don't do it.
Do it on the
You
main
shouldn't have said
stem. Don't do
distinguished
that.
and Smee.
Don't do that.
Saying.
Yeah.
Sellotape same as Scotch tape in the US. Thanks, Savans.
Yeah. Scotch
Savans
tape.
knows.
Yeah.
Scotch tape.
I just buy the cheap shit now. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. I have also
Cold,
used painted
refreshing
tape
beverage delivered.
or painter's tape pre-nugs.
Nice. I've had one delivered too.
Beautiful.
The smoke break.
So we're going to the next question from Smee. No, it's from Free Notes. We'll do
No,
Smee's
Free
one
Notes.
next. Would you want to do yours, Nasmi? Might as well. Why
No,
not?
no,
Prepare
no,
yourself.
Free Nugs,
Prepare
mate.
yourself.
No, do the list. Get it
Okay,
right.
we'll go
Be
through the
professional.
list. Okay. Professional,
Right.
be professional.
There's
From
no-
Free Nugs.
No nepotism around here.
See why I wanted to get Smee's done first. Free Nugs is a long one. Here we go.
Oh God.
Hello, High on Homegrown panel. It's not really long. It's only 3 lines. I hope you have all had an amazing week. Could have been 2 lines if you cut out the pleasantries. If you
All I'm
could
saying
be
is mine's
any,
one line.
if you could be any fantasy character from a book, movie, or TV show, who would it be and why? Stay safe and high. Love you all. Billy, what are you saying? Who you gonna be?
Man.
Oh, I think I've got I can't remember what was it. I can't think of the name of the film now.
Harry Potter.
Bruce Willison.
Die Hard.
No,
John McClane.
no, not John McClane. Where is the
Invented
boxer, dude?
Undestructible.
Unbreakable.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
No, who's the
Unbreakable.
boxer? No, not Unbreakable. No.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Pulp
that's
Fiction.
no,
Yeah.
not Pulp.
Yeah,
was it?
yeah,
He
it
was a
was.
boxer in
Yeah.
Pulp
Yeah.
Fiction, yeah.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I'd be the gimp. Yeah, I dragged that one out a bit, but it's funny.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell,
Funny,
man.
wasn't it?
Oh,
That was funny.
oh my God.
I was wondering, like, who the fuck would want to be that guy?
Yeah, what are we
Out of
talking
everybody,
about now?
that guy?
Bring out
Oh, the gimp. Right, yeah, that makes more sense.
class.
Right, brilliant.
Billy's going to get his evil on your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Zed's dead, mother.
What you
Maybe
saying,
Zed, then
Smee? I
maybe.
suppose you'd be Marcellus
Maybe
Wallace then.
Zed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
to be
shit.
fair, when I first read this, I thought Batman straight away. 'cause, you know,
Batman,
I'm
yeah.
like-
Obviously.
But I thought, with it say book, I'd probably be somebody called Butler. He's from the Artemis Fowl books. He's a bit of a man mountain, and he's the only person in human history to take down a troll, with and survive. So not only take him down, but survive. And if you've read the books, you'll know. So it's just one of these
No.
fantasy books about the underworld, bit under the earth. There's a fantasy fairy type people with trolls and dwarfs and elves and stuff, and there's a human being on the earth that exploits them, takes the gold off them, kidnaps them, does all that sort of
Is this one of those books you can buy
He's
with a DC Smee discount code again?
stuff. Yeah, well, no, they're the special ones, Macky.
It's just turned into a fucking advertisement like the end of that TV show. we
That's
talked
right.
about.
I was trying to set a scene so you knew what the book was about, and it's like a
Okay.
Lord of the Rings crossed with Sopranos, and I'd be the biggest bad bastard in it. So there you go.
Nice.
Okay.
What are you saying, John? Who you gonna be?
Listen, first of all, this question assumes that we read books.
Yeah,
You can watch movie adaptations of books.
You know what I mean? I
Dude,
don't.
I've
There's
read a
so
book.
many. Like, why do I got to pick one? I want to be all of them. Like all the peoples
then.
in all the shows.
Because
you know
that's
what I mean?
what Free Nugs wants. He wants you to pick one.
I
That's what he
know,
said.
but I don't
Yeah,
know if
but
I
you
can.
are.
Neo in the Matrix might be a cool one.
That would
Vecna
be a good
from
one.
Stranger
I was
Things.
actually thinking John Wick.
Okay,
You
John
know, when I
Wick,
first
yeah,
read
yeah,
it, I
John
was
Wick.
like, it could be that guy. That'd be great.
You're
Yeah, I
crazy.
like
Yeah,
dogs.
there's so many, dude.
No, there isn't. There
Some
isn't so many.
Yes, there
sword
is.
It's
wielding
an easy
knight
fucking
in a big
decision. If you
epic
want to be
battle.
anything, then you'd want to be Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen.
I suppose, yeah.
Across
Oh,
multiple
oh my
dimensions,
God.
has control of time, space, knows everything.
So Doctor
And
Strange.
has absolutely no
Doctor Strange gay.
freaking pants on.
Doesn't need to. What are you going to do
Exactly.
about it?
Wear
No,
pants.
What are you
Strange
going to do
gay.
about it?
But Dr.
Kids just wear
Manhattan
pants,
swinging
yeah.
his big dick about.
If
is
you look,
not
if you
good.
read the comic
What
are
books,
we talking
Dr.
about?
Manhattan can become multiple beings, and at one point he's working in
can.
his lab
And
on
I've
the shit
seen
and
it.
smashing his missus at the same time.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah. Hmm.
come on,
Very, very
Superman
cool.
can't do that.
But put
Pootie
some clothes
Tang.
on, you blue
But
cunt.
anyway, that's not the person who I would want to be Homelander from The Boys. That's what I would want to be.
Gross.
Because them
No,
motherfuckers,
you
when they
wouldn't.
come into the White
you'd be
House and
called
try and,
Homolander.
you know what I'm saying? I'll do it right, Billy.
You'd be Homolander.
Homelander, well.
Yeah, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can elaborate on this analogy as much on this channel. No,
Okay,
don't want to touch it. Don't want to touch it.
that's ominous.
Yes, what she
Continue
said.
But yeah, Homelander. I think that was a legendary character, and it didn't go down the way I wanted it to go down. Homelander was so fucking cool.
Well, we all know you wanted it to go down.
You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Billy? You were there. You know.
The
Yeah,
truth.
so I hope that helps
God.
there. I hope that helps there, Freenox. I hope you know more about our personalities now. Deciding what kind
And
of character
Freenox, you'll probably know who this is. I'd maybe be Scanlan or Grok from Vox Machina. There you go.
Yeah, I do
know
like
them
that. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's up his street, so he'll know that better than he'll know that Atmosfoul, I reckon. But if you've got kids at the right age,
Rorschach.
get Atmosfoul. Yeah, Rorschach.
Did like
Next
him.
Or
question.
the Punisher.
This one is from Smee. He says, Smee, question for the outdoor growers on the panel. Just John. Do you lollipop as you would in a tent?
That's how you do a question.
Okay. One,
Are you
it
sure that's
depends on
for
the
right
plant.
show, like, sounds a bit of a grinder question.
I mean, it depends, I guess, on the plant, honestly, and how it's growing for me. Like I'm looking at right now, I got one outside that it stayed really low to the ground. So I think I'm gonna lollipop all the stuff off the bottom just to get it up off the ground better. But usually I let them just go because they're gonna be outdoor. You just don't know what they're gonna end up like. You know what I mean?
Because the reason I asked that question is because of Freenox. He says he lollipop in the chat as well. He lollipops the hell out of his.
Doing that quiet thing
and I
against
noticed that.
Yeah.
It's like you're talking directly into the microphone each time.
It's literally right there, mate. I'm not moving.
And you're not moving because it keeps dipping in it. You're hearing it as well, John. Billy, you're hearing it as well, right?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear the
hear it.
dipping. Yeah.
That's what I said. He's in a rocking chair.
No.
No, I know, but that's what
That's
it
crazy.
sounds like, right? Like you'd be talking and then you'd rock back and you'd be quiet and then you come back forward and
Yeah,
you'd
you'd
be
be
louder,
talking like
you know
this,
what I
and
mean?
then you'd be like this really quiet. I don't know if that works. I might condense a mic, and then
Yeah, that works.
like loud and
That's right.
quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
But yeah, I just let them. I just kind of let them do their thing, man. But I have seen a lot of people take outdoors and they'll scrog them out actually and lollipop the whole bottom. I was gonna do that this year, but I didn't have enough time to do that on the one we were gonna do it on. And the plant is so goddamn big now that I'm glad I didn't do that.
Marcus
Would have
Perez
been so much worse.
Smee's mic mustn't be the latest from AC Infinity.
Yeah.
That's right, Marcus.
I like
That's
it.
right.
I like it. Yeah, so and
Yeah.
when you grow plants indoors, the reason why people lollipop it is because underneath the canopy, it's not going to get as much light as above the canopy. But outdoors, it's a bit different.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's why I thought, because
Right.
outdoors I thought it was completely different. You didn't need to lollipop because it's getting all the light it needs
Yeah,
regardless.
to make big buds.
Well, but it's
because
still
looking at some
the
of
same
your
thing
older
still
growers,
does kind of
John.
happen.
Just
You
I've
know.
never seen someone lollipop as extensively as I saw Freenugs lollipop on his, and it just prompted me to ask that question.
his
So some
focus is,
you do, some you don't.
Focuses more growth into the areas where the big buds are going to grow, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Grow loads
Oh
of
yeah,
small
it's
ones.
definitely going to end up with some really big buds on that because they're already pretty sizable.
And airflow is important as well. So they might get enough light.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
still plenty of airflow that needs to get through the plant to prevent mold. Yeah, so that's another important.
And
factor.
going back to the Smee's mic, mustn't be the latest AC Infinity. Well, surely if it's a microphone, then it's AC DC Infinity, right?
But there you go. I did the sound effect for you.
Yeah,
Donna Summer.
should have put a tumbleweed in, mate.
Hey, you tried, man. They can't all.
whistling.
They can't all be perfect. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to tell a shit joke.
I know it's a proper dad joke, mate.
yes,
That was.
exactly.
I expected nothing more, nothing less. So yeah.
Anyway, I hope that Helps with your question there, DC Smee. We've got one from Margaret now. You're going to have to brace yourself, everybody. I don't know why she's asked this question, why she's not even here to give her own input on it. Thank you, Margaret.
I know.
Question for the panel.
Or to read it off.
Well, yeah, or to read it, you know, because she tries to throw us off by using these fancy words as well. Listen to this one.
Yeah.
Question for the panel minus the effervescent Dr. Margaret. I don't even know what that means. I mean, I've heard it said before, but I wouldn't use it in a sentence.
Oh, no.
I mean, greetings, friends. It is I, Dr. Margaret. Copyright infringement there from Lobby Lobster.
I know, right? Lovely I'd be on that.
Coming to you from the analog world. Buckle up, because this one is going to make you wish you were reading a question from Free Nugs. See what you've done to yourself, Free Nugs? You got this reputation about you now, you know. First, let's set the scene. It's a beautiful summer's day. The sky is blue. The temperature is the Celsius or freedom unit that you find most desirable. You all have your work done, and you are free to enjoy the afternoon with a pile of your favorite cannabis cultivar and or method of ingestion. You're outside, the birds are singing, and you get a phone call from a number you don't recognize. You hesitate, because that's what everybody does, but you're in a great mood, so you take the call. It's a lawyer calling to let you know that a distant relative that you didn't know you had has left you a life-changing sum of money. This ain't no millions, this is a 100 million. Your vision goes blurry, and you sit down suddenly, not even aware you were standing up. You take several deep breaths and find out more. So the question is, after you pay off all your debts, buy some stuff, help some friends out, you decide to give away half the sum to a cause that will help the most amount of people as possible. How do you do it? Well, I'm old school.
Wow.
So I would give that half, charity begins at home. That's where it will go. All right.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that money. I'm keeping that money. Because you know what happens when you give money to charities? I'm going on a fucking rant. Shit. But when you give money to charities or government and shit, they squander it. They waste it. Yeah. I ain't giving no 50 million away.
20% of it goes to the actual people that need it.
Yeah, but even less than that, like 7%. Something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him 50 million, so 3.5 million can go to the people who need it? No. I'd start one of them YouTube channels. You know them YouTube channels? You see people just, like there's a MD Motivator. Away. If you don't know it, check out his channel. It's epic. And he'll sit there on the floor, no shoes on. And people will be like, yeah, bro, why you got no shoes on? He's like, oh, I got stolen from me, man. They're taking my shoes. I'm homeless. I got nothing. They're like, I'm going to go buy you a pair of shoes, bro. They go buy shoes, come back out, give me shoes. And he's like, yo, I'm not really homeless. Here's $1,000. Then he'll raise money for them and buy them new cars. And that's what I would love to do that shit.
Right.
That would be so fucking cool. You know what I mean? But he does a great job of it. Check him out. MD Motivator on YouTube, Facebook. You'll find him. TikTok. He's on all the channels. Does great stuff. So I would do something like that. Rather than give it to the government or to charity, I would rather take it with my own hands and give it directly to people who need it and deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that too. I've been part of charities, so I know the ins and outs of some of these things. So no, I'd rather give it directly to the people.
Was it, pray the gay away?
Well, I've been in. Oh God. I'm not Billy.
No, Billy's proud of it. Billy don't care.
Yeah, Billy's not praying. No,
yeah, mate. I don't care, mate. Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. And I couldn't just pick one either. I'd have to give to different things because maybe I want to give some money to the dogs. In the arms of an angel.
But with that kind of money, you can open up your own dog sanctuary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd buy the biggest bit of land, and no dog would ever be put down ever again. I would have them all. Simple. Yeah. But yeah, I've thought about this, and I would definitely, like you, Macky, start at home and make sure everyone that I know is sorted for the rest of their lives and never had to worry about a thing again. And then I'd kind of go down the same route as you with the sorting other people out, but it'd be the people that I've come across in my daily life throughout the last 40 years that I've known, that I've seen, that I've spoken to.
That you know are good people and deserve.
That I know are good people, yeah, and that could really do with a
turn up at their door.
That's it.
Turn up at the door. By the way, mate,
Bosh. There you go, mate.
I'm gonna buy you like where do you want to go on holiday and book an holiday
No,
for them?
I wouldn't even do that.
Or pay off all their bills.
You
That's
can't
it.
show
I just
up at
give
their
them enough
door.
money.
You get somebody else to do it. Pay a lawyer. If you want that kind of money, you're always handing down that kind of money. You tell nobody.
Yeah.
Tell nobody. Money
Tell a lawyer.
changes
Yeah.
people. I mean, go
I know
tell
what
the
you mean.
lawyer to go
Mhm.
help your fucking friends out. They don't need to know you did it. They don't need to know
Yeah.
that you
They
still
just
have.
know
even
someone
though
knocks on their door.
Well,
That's
there you
right.
go, Macky.
Yeah,
There's
know
the
what you mean.
inspiration from this question. I would be their unknown relative that they had no idea, and they would
Yeah.
find that
Yeah.
they have got some money left to them.
A
in the will.
benefactor has left you
Yes.
this.
A
Mhm.
benefactor has left you this. So I'd use the question in order to do that. What the question asks.
Free Nox has just come out the closet in the chat there.
What?
I mean, just
Said, I would
surprised.
buy a large sum of land and make it untouchable place so nature can have a sanctuary. Get a grip, Free Nugs.
Isn't it?
What's wrong with
Fuck
you?
it.
Do you know how big the
Yeah,
Amazon
who's-
is? You
Isn't
think
it?
you need a little plot of land to save the water, give nature a place where it can be free? Free Nugs. Go
Very
on.
Nug sat there listening to F song by Michael Jackson right
You know what
now,
I mean?
going,
What about sunrise? Sorry, Free Nugs.
Oh.
oh.
Mm.
Anyway,
And the-
yeah, so calm down.
And this
Free Nugs.
is why they say distinguished panel and Smee.
Yeah.
So I'm a-
I'll tell you mine now then, because I know exactly what I'd do with it. It's what business I'd start anyway. It'd be like a small holding. Do you know what a small holding is? Like as a miniature farm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it'd be a miniature farm, right? But on that farm, I'd have an old people's home. Yeah, but I'd also have a school. So the old people and the children in the school attended that farm, and they'd learn everything about how to grow and cook their own food. There'd be workshops with engineers, retired engineers and electricians and stuff, teaching them how to actually do on-the-job stuff, if you know what I mean. And so they'd learn everything that way, and I'd have that. So old people, young people, and animals all
Nice.
learning together. That's what schools
Like a
should
commune.
be. Yeah, like a small
Mhm.
commune.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Don't see
But
that going
obviously-
wrong at all.
yeah. There you
Oh.
go.
No.
Especially
Only
with
once you hit
Leader.
100. Only once you hit 100. That's when
Wake
everything
up.
falls
Yeah.
to shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't get it bigger. You just have another small one somewhere else. So there'd be 50 in that one, then there'd be another 50 in a different one. Then you'd be able to grow your own hemp and make your own buildings out of hemp.
Mhm.
100 million. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Oh my gosh.
Yep,
I'd build my
Yes.
own
but
village.
that won't ever happen.
I'd
Yeah.
build my own
Yeah, that's what I'm
village
saying. That's
in the
what it'd
middle of
turn into, a
nowhere
little village.
and
Yeah.
just invite the people that I like to live near me.
No,
Yeah, but
that'd
what
be
if
that.
they
Yeah,
piss you off?
yeah. And then you'd have to evict them.
Oh, there'd be
But no.
there'd probably be like 5 miles between each house, so it doesn't matter if they piss me
Mm,
off or not.
Yeah.
Because
Close enough, but not
yeah,
close.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, yeah, that we spent a lot of time on that one.
That's not really a village, then, is it? If they're 5
Thanks,
miles away.
Margaret, for causing us.
Thanks for that, Margaret.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah,
that.
cheers,
So,
Margaret.
I think we all
Stress.
agreed there. How do you do it? You don't give it to
Self-reflect.
charity, and you don't give it to the fucking government, and then
Yeah,
everything will be
you
all
do it
right.
yourself.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
question here from Joker420. He says, does over-dried bud still have the same THC content per gram as properly dried bud, even though it is lighter due to retaining less moisture? This happened to my harvest because of drying at higher than recommended temperatures. Yeah, and it's a good question. But as far as I know, the cannabinoid content doesn't change regardless of it. Obviously, the weight of it does because it's got less moisture in it. But the percentage over the whole weight stays the same, right?
I would-
John, what are you saying? This?
Yeah, I would assume so also.
Yeah, I mean
I
terpenes might
agree.
be
It
right?
changes
There'll be
it.
less terpenes, but not cannabinoids, right?
The
Yeah.
thing is,
and then
from going from someone that decarboxylates a lot of weed, it doesn't change the potency of the weed that I decarboxylate. So that's going through an oven.
right.
So it's not gonna.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna do it if it dries it, over dries it. If you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
think it's gonna
yeah,
taste
yeah.
harsh and a bit nasty, maybe.
So
If it does it too quick like that, it
Mm.
might be a bit like hayy, but yeah.
But
still the
as
strength
far
is
as
still
as far as
really
THC
remain,
content and strength, I think it'd remain because man certainly does when I run it through a decarboxylation. So.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
anything, it might only drop 1%, which you won't really notice.
No, you'd not.
So,
Yeah.
Notice
yeah.
it.
yeah. I think it's pretty much gonna stay the same.
But that's anecdotal for me. There's no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it
don't
makes
take our
sense,
word
right?
for it.
This
That
is what I'm saying.
analogy
It
makes
kinda makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope
I
that
mean, the
helps
only
there,
other
Joker.
way you could look
experience,
at it is like, okay, if you over
guesswork.
dried it, are you dropping a bunch of stuff off of it because it's overly dry, and now you have less volume, right, on that particular bud or what have you?
Yeah. But it shouldn't change.
Yeah, you want
You know,
you want
100 grams
20%
is
or
still going
less
to be
moisture
25 grams
anyway.
of the content. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still 25%. Yeah,
And
good
really,
question,
when you
man.
grow it for
Good question.
yourself and it dries out to, when does it matter that much? It's not. Obviously, if it dries out too much and it's nasty, it's terrible. But the weight of it doesn't really matter that much, does it? You still got the same amount of weed, really, haven't you?
Yeah, man. Hope that helps there, Joker. We appreciate you asking the question. Thanks for sending it in. We have one from Aussie Jim as well. I sent this one from Instagram. He did. Said, hey, Macky, question for you. You can put this on the show if you want. Thanks, Aussie Jim. Question. Once you're no longer, and look at this, the correct use of UI. So once you're got the apostrophe with the RE. I like that, Aussie Jim. That's why we talk on Instagram, because you can use correct grammar.
Oh my god!
An Australian using correct grammar, you should screenshot that, show everyone.
No,
that's right. Saving this one. Oh, George Baker is Joker 420. What's up, bro? Quick shout out to you in the chat. Actually, we didn't recognize you because your name's different. Free Nogs, ban him. You know.
Yeah,
I'm only
right.
joking, Free Nogs. Don't do it.
And George, if you want to go into your settings, you can actually for this channel just have your name as
cool.
Joker
So you
420
change
as
it
well.
just for channel.
Okay. Yeah, so just for this
That'll
channel,
be his
you can
question
change
for
it.
next week's show. How do I change my name?
How do I change my name?
So Aussie Jim said,
going on.
Once you're no longer a beginner grower, is harvesting by trichome ripeness like asking for the most THC strain in the dispensary? If you're looking for terpenes, shouldn't their ripeness guide you? And yeah, it's a good question. It's a statement as well at the same time. I don't know whether it's the same as asking for the most THC strain. I think with some experience, you just because there's many things you should look for when your plants are finishing, and ripeness is definitely a big one. But it's just hard to explain what a ripe cannabis plant look like and smells like.
Right.
You know, it only comes with experience. So for newcomers, you're going to be looking at the trichomes because that's the best way to tell until you learn these other things. And then eventually you don't even need to check the trichomes anymore. You know, you see some iridescence. You can tell by the smell. There's a couple of periods in the cannabis plant's life cycle where it just smells ready. You know, and you can miss the first window and then a week later you'll get another one. You know what I'm saying, John?
I feel like if you're using it medicinally, that harvesting by trichome might be what you want, because maybe depending on what you're going for, you might need
hash,
to know that.
specific hash as well.
Yeah.
And shit like
Yeah.
that.
You know what I mean? Like if I need to in the couch, I need to get to here. If I want the more uplifting because I'm down sometimes, I need it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Per strain, obviously that also depends on per strain and what have you. But like I feel like it's a good guide to get you to where you want that plant to be. You know?
Yeah.
I always look. I still always look.
Do you really? Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I stopped doing it. I did. I just like, oh no, this is ready now. I can tell. It just looks ready. Smells ready.
I like looking at them
ready.
too.
After so many times of doing it and checking the trichomes and zooming in and doing all that sort of stuff, you look at the stage of the plant that it's in, and you know, and it's ready. And
like all of a sudden, it will just fatten out.
Yeah, it just
like,
fattens out. It gets them big
here.
calluses, and it just like looks like all of a sudden it's just put on so much weight. It's like gone, oh, I'm a fatty. And then, as you said, Macky, when we was talking,
fatty.
Yeah. And then, as you said, Macky, when we was talking, and then give it another week and watch your arms just, if you haven't got them supported, those arms are just going to fall over, you know. Every time it comes to the harvest for me, it's they're so heavy. As soon as I take them off the yo-yos, they just fall over. There's no way that's and I've got some thick branches on some of my stuff, but there's still no way it's supporting it because it's such a heavy branch, you know.
Yeah, so I hope that helps. It's a good question, you know, and it just comes with experience, mate. Eventually, you wouldn't even need to ask the question. because you've had enough experience to just know, oh yeah, I don't even need trichomes.
So yes, I suppose
a good few grows.
his question was: once
Right.
you're no longer a beginner grower, is harvesting trichomes? Is asking it? Yeah, that is kind of like asking at the dispensary what's your most strongest stuff. Because if you want it at its most, when it's ready, you want to be looking at the trichomes, because if you want it like a couch lock and really heavy, you want amber trichomes.
And there's nothing wrong with asking what the most THC strain is in a dispensary. If you're buying that shit, you'd be like, give me the most THC heavy strains, and then I'll sniff them, and look at them and be like, yeah, I want this one out of that selection. So,
Right.
But I would more ask for, you got THC CBD mix there, 1-to-1s. You go for that shit. Because I like a nice 12% THC strain, because I can enjoy it without getting fucking mashed, because I'm a lightweight nowadays, man. Just the missus, she smoked a joint last week for the first time in fucking ages. She smoked like half a joint, and she said she had to go and lie down. Like she got near the end and was just like, oh no, can't finish. She had to go lie down, and it was just like for half an hour. It was just mashed. Because if you don't consume cannabis a lot, you get real fucking mash up. So just pick what's right for you, man. Same when it comes to ripeness. Just eventually you know what stage of the plant looks right for you, and you'll get used to it. So good question, bro. But last one here, we have a text from Dave. What's Dave saying?
Dave.
Yeah, Dave. Well, he sent a text, and he was having roast dinner, and he had gravy run down his face and his chin, as you do, and it made him think. Like he says, when you eat beef curtains, would the juice on your chin be classed as beef dripping?
Brilliant. I'm sure it will be now.
Yeah, it will be now, eh? Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, from there on.
Good old Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Hope that helps there, Dave.
I thought Dave was more of a pork man.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was, but obviously likes his beef curtains.
His beef curtains as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wherever he can get his hands on.
Exactly. Sometimes we could say like he maybe bats for both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
No random fact this week. Oh, here's a random fact, everybody. Don't forget this. That if you're in the UK or West Korea, as we call it, and parts of Europe, there's going to be that solar eclipse on the 12th of August, in the evening time, from 6 o'clock until 7 when it's ish. It's not exactly right, but from 6 o'clock to 7, the moon's moving over the sun. It should around 7 o'clock it peaks. I think it's 7:15. And then it will start to move off from that. It's around those times. That's in the evening as well. So, if you want to know more about that, go check out for your specific area what you can see. But it's going to be up to 96%. It's going to be the most total eclipse we've had in the UK since 1999. So check it out. And also the same night, on August 12th and August 13th, is when the Perseids meteor shower peaks. And you can be looking at 100 meteors every hour. So it's a good meteor shower to see if it's clear. And as far as I know, because where the moon is, it's when the sun sets, the moon's going to set with it. So it's also a moonless night, which makes it even easier to see these meteors. So get somewhere dark, put some tunes on, smoke some reefers, lay down on the grass, and just see if you can see some fucking shooting stars. You know what I mean? And that's worldwide. Well, I suppose not Southern Hemisphere, but maybe I'm not sure. But definitely Northern Hemisphere. That's for everybody. So make sure you go out and enjoy that celestial event with some cannabis if you can.
Oh yeah.
You got any more random facts this week?
Yeah, I do, because everyone's going on about the moon and shit as well. Something about the sun. It's 99.86 of the mass of the entire solar system.
Yeah, it's madness. Isn't it?
So basically, it is a solar system. It's about 4.6 billion years old, and it's only halfway through its life cycle, roughly. So we've still got like 5 billion years before it sort of like starts to die.
That's right.
So crazy, isn't it? That amount of time is like,
goes to the red
like
giant.
You can't
first,
really.
right?
Yeah. So that planet Earth goes. That's gone. Right.
Unless you're a flat earther, and then you just change the light bulb.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Sounds like an easy way out.
Yeah, but it is like it's just unfathomable the size it actually is and what's going to happen.
How far away? 93 million miles away that thing is.
I know, right?
And you can still feel the heat of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
It's hot, bro.
Yeah.
But it's cold
And
in
it,
space.
sometimes it gets
Oh,
really
God, I don't even
hot.
wanna...
Yeah, I know. It's cold in space, though. Yeah,
There's a whole thing about it. Oh gosh.
I know. That's what's amazing about physics and where we live.
It's not really cold.
Which
in
is
space,
why
though.
we could be so
Something in
unique.
space.
Isn't
You
it?
know what I
Like
mean?
we're either completely alone or there's billions of aliens out there.
There has to be billions out there. There has to be.
Yeah, there has to be. Yeah,
It's a
obviously.
ridiculous
too
amount
big.
of fucking trillions
It's
and
too
trillions
big.
of planets. Hundreds of
But they're
trillions.
so
of
far.
planets.
Can they really get to us?
But
That's what I
we're
mean.
That's
The
the
technology,
special.
and when
That's the
did they
thing.
start? But
And we're
would they have
assuming-
got space age technology like a billion years ago? So they've been traveling for a billion years to get to us. So then that
This
way
is
they
the
could
Fermi
arrive
paradox, isn't it?
here. So exactly.
Like,
So
where
it's
are
like-
they? Why haven't they got
when
to
you
us
start,
yet?
when you start thinking all these
if they
things.
have
They took
got
a
that
left
sort of
at
technology,
Albuquerque.
if they've got that sort of technology, it's basically like looking at an ant farm. We're
Yeah.
ants to them, so
But
we
Not
would.
really.
And if I'm looking at an ant farm, right,
I mean,
the ants have no idea I'm looking at them in an ant farm.
Yeah,
I don't
know what
know.
I'm
If
saying?
we found life on another planet in another solar system, we'd want to go there and we'd want to see it. But it's like you can understand the analogy, but that's because we've seen ants millions of times before. But if you come across a new insect that you haven't seen before,
No, what I'm
then
getting
you're going to
at
be a little
is,
bit more interested in it, you know?
no, what I'm
They're
getting
just
at
gonna
is that
hide
the
'cause
ant
they're
doesn't
like the
the ant
zoo.
doesn't understand,
the
like,
humans watching it.
yeah, the humans watching.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
to an ant, like, so if I'm looking at a telephone cable, right, and to me it looks like a wire. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's this wire, okay. But if you're an ant, it's got a whole
a bridge.
circumference. It's massive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a bridge. It's like the Golden Gate fucking bridge. So they have absolutely no idea we're there. We're so big, they've got no concept of who we are until we squash them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if people have got the technology to get to where we are now, because I'm just basing it on us, if they had the technology to get be smarter than us and get to further than we can, so that they can observe us, I think that's what it would be. Like somebody watching ants.
Yeah,
And
they're
just-
observing
yeah.
from like Venus.
They
sort of thing.
literally,
we can't
yeah,
see
if
'em
they've got that
'cause
technology,
they're,
we
they're
can't
just one
see
of the moons.
Mm.
They're one of Saturn's moons, basically.
But also,
I don't know.
I've got
There's
this
so
other
many
theory.
equations that need to be taken into account, though. Like the Fermi
one of
paradox.
Saturn moons is a Death Star, and they're the aliens.
No, if there's an alien race out there, there's some statistics that the numbers have been crunched, but it's like if
Yeah.
they get to a space-bearing age like where we are, 1,000,000 years later they should be able to colonize a whole galaxy. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
have to
it's
get to
getting
one
to that
planet, the
stage,
next
isn't
one,
it?
the next
But how
one.
many galaxies are in the universe, mate?
Trillions.
Exactly. So we could be 10 galaxies away from these people,
Yeah,
right?
we wouldn't even know.
And we exactly,
Yeah.
because
they
a
might.
galaxy, we haven't got. Have we not? We've not reached the end of our galaxy in exploration yet. have we?
Yeah, if there's
No,
one
no.
every 10 galaxies,
Exactly.
there's still billions
So,
of aliens.
in order-
so yeah,
in-
we're never going to get out of it either.
But
Yeah,
who's
that's
to say?
impossible.
Who's to say that
Nah,
even humanoid
can't
Well,
say
not
anything like
impossible.
that?
It's not
Who's to say
impossible.
they're
But it's
not-
going to take us billions of years to be able to do that.
Nah, you underestimate us. Another 100 years. I mean, look. They used to say when trains were first invented that you can't go faster than 30 miles an hour because you'll die from a cardiac arrest, and that was just trains. We couldn't. 50
suppose
years ago, you
Voyager's
couldn't
got to the
comprehend the
all
technology
cloud,
we
isn't
have
it?
now. And then
Before
right.
you can get, yeah.
it's just reaching the end of the sun's gravitational power.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's traveling at that speed. What
Mhm.
technology
We can
can
do
we
it a
have
bit
in
better,
50 years'
yeah.
time, which we can't even comprehend? I mean, to say 50
Especially
years
when we've gone
ago,
to Mars and
but
back
you-
a few times.
mean,
to
Yeah,
say
and
100 years
yeah.
ago, to say that you can have conversations in real time with somebody across the other side of the world, people
Yep.
are like, oh no, that's crazy talk. But it's just an everyday thing for us. You know?
And just take
Well,
that
this-
for instance.
well,
The
that
Star
now-
Trek communicator. That's just your mobile
Yeah.
phone now.
Exactly. And
God
take the
knows what we
internet,
have
for
in
instance.
100 years.
Take the internet, for instance. Look how far that's
kind
come
of.
and how quick it's come. Right?
Yep.
Look how
Mhm.
quickly we can do it now compared to as we was going on earlier on, 56k
Mhm.
modem, waiting 20 minutes for a set of titties. It's like now
Ooh,
it's instant freaking taneous. And we've done that
Instant
really
titties.
quickly.
Instant titties.
And just right, and think about this. How difficult must it be to get an image, scramble it up into nothing, send it right away across the earth, and then reassemble that image so someone else can see it?
And it's just in the air. We can pick it up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Madness.
You know what I mean? We've gone from wired to Wi-Fi. Like you said, Macky, in 100 years' time, we will
We'll
be
be brain scanning
we'll have
it to each other.
colonized.
I'll
We'll have
think about it.
colonized at least our
My
solar system.
Neuralink will send it to you.
We'll see.
We'll
I'll
have
just
at
think
least
about it.
colonized the solar system, because that's another thing as well. It's getting to these places because we don't have the fuel to be able to do that. But if we can
We'll
set
invent the
somewhere
fuel.
up in space, there's that energy that you can, like,
Don't need the fuel.
space dust into that you can get,
don't need the fuel.
which can fuel the rockets.
We don't
So-
need the fuel.
No,
What?
you only need the fuel to get out of the solar system, to get out of the gravitational pull of the Earth. Once you're out of that, then you just need something that it doesn't even need a lot of push to it. Something like an ion drive, something that builds up over time. Small amount of energy expelled. You don't even need like big tanks of rocket fuel anymore. That's just to get out of the gravity of the Earth, and that can even be prevented if we're doing it with drones. Instead, we can slingshot them, just spin them around in a fucking centrifuge, and then slingshot them into space. We won't even need rocket fuel.
And this is what I was saying. So once we can get colonized space, and we've got space stations there that can hold spaceships, for lack of a better term, we can get people up there, and then all of a sudden you're not, like you said, using all your fuel to get out to the atmosphere. You're already in that atmosphere, and there's a certain type of energy in space that we can harness and use anyway as fuel, right?
Well, there's sunlight.
I'm not a. No, I don't know.
No, there is. There's I was listening to can't remember his name now.
Anyway,
I'll get
what a
onto that later.
tangent! What a
I
tangent!
know, right?
Yeah, I feel
This
like
isn't
that
the
should have been
smoke
on
break.
the other show.
Yeah. Anyway, don't mention the other show, John. We're not supposed to mention the other show. If anybody's wondering what the other show is, if you don't know by now, then just drop me a message on Discord and I'll let you know. But that's it for this week. Let's go on to the outro. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yes, let's
go.
do it.
Good session. Good tangent on the end there. I always enjoy talking about science and things like that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, the Fermi paradox is always a fascinating one. Yes, you know, space is massive, man. It's crazy. There must be life out there somewhere. There must be.
Somewhere.
Maybe on
We
Mars.
can't be
I
the
hope
only
so.
ones.
There's life, but also they're saying like there's life has been on this planet before as well. Whether it's been extinct or just fucked off because of disasters
Or
whatever, but
underground.
Either way,
Under
underground.
the sea.
Not even existing anymore. The tectonic plates flip.
Anymore.
They go back into the lava. They melt. Who knows what was here a billion years ago? We don't know.
Yeah.
The Marianas Trench was still really
Yeah,
Madness.
exactly.
There's all that inner earth freaking theory as well, isn't there? That there's the earth's not a solid
All the
core
inner
of
caves
lava.
and shit.
Right.
It's
Hollow
literally
earth.
another hollow earth, yeah. And yeah,
Anyway,
um,
let's
cool.
not go on a random tangent. I can smell my chili cooking.
Yeah.
And I want it.
Oh,
boys.
I want it. It smells delicious.
That's right.
I'm saying.
I'm hungry.
So
I'm hungry.
yeah, I've got some roast potatoes to finish off.
Beautiful. let's go and eat them. But good show, everybody, as
Yeah, let's do
always.
it, lady.
So it's good chatting some shit, chilling.
Yep.
If you like conspiracy theories and that kind of stuff, ghosts, UFOs, paranormal, and you like to hear people talk about those, then let me
That's right.
message me on Discord. We have a surprise. It's a secret. Not going to announce it. But yes, pleasure as always, everybody. Stay high, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one, which is we do have an interview going out on Wednesday, and we do have an interview to record on Wednesday as well with Jack Farmer.
Okay.
Sweet. So yeah,
Very good.
if you're a patron, keep an eye out for the links, and we'll see you there. But for now, stay high, stay safe. Have a good week. We'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
Word to your
Wave
left.
Bye,
and
everybody.
Yeah.
Wave,
Bye.
motherfucker.
Bye bye.
We're so cool.